guys, welcome to your February bar class. So for equipment, you'll need a bar and a mat, that's it this time. And just kind of a note, this one's a little bit more cardio based. We're still gonna get a lot of strength work in on the legs, especially in the shoulders too. But it's gonna go pretty quick. There's not gonna be a lot of like rest time, water breaks. But the good part about it being recorded is that you can pause it whenever you need a water break. So that being said, I think we're getting ready to go. And we'll start in 3, 2, 1. So we're gonna start feet hip width facing parallel, and we'll just start with some knee lifts. Let's bring those arms up overhead. Try to kind of point those toes down as you lift your knee up. We're just going to add a little lat pull each time we bring our knee up. One more each side. And let's bring those feet a little bit farther apart. Arms out to the side. We're just going to throw that one arm across and back. One more and then we'll switch sides. Last one. Let's turn those toes out, second position, arms out, just a squat down, stand up. We're gonna do a cross body crunch, so we're gonna take elbow to knee. So we'll squat, crunch, squat, and crunch. Just stand on that same side. This next one, hold that crunch, pause. We're gonna bring the leg and arm straight out and knee pull in. So give yourself a little bend in that standing knee. And you can stay here, or we're gonna speed it up just a little bit. Here's our cardio, in and out. Good job, keep it going. For 3, 2, and 1. Let's bring those feet to parallel, couple squats down and up. Next one, stop at the bottom and hold. Come on, up, back down and hold. For 3, 2, 1. Walk those feet back to second. We're going down and up. Getting ready to do those cross-body crunches on the other side. In 2, 1, let's do a squat, knee to elbow. So hopefully you switch sides. Next one, hold, knee to elbow. Slow knee pull-ins. A little bend in that standing knee. Getting ready to speed it up. Here we go, pick it up. For 3, 2, 1. Let's bring it back to second. Just do a couple squats down and up. For 3, 2, and 1. Stand it up, shake it out. For this next group of exercises, you can use your bar if you want. You can keep it just a nice leg grip out in front, or you can do it without the bar. So we're going to be in the first position, heels in, toes out, standing up nice and tall. Doesn't matter what you do with your arms, you can keep them on your hips. So we're going to start with a first position plie, and then step out to a second. In and out, same leg. Stay in your first position. We're gonna do a squat here, back to a curtsy. First to curtsy, get ready to put it all together, one more curtsy, and then we'll go first to second to first to curtsy. Last one. Come back to your first position. We've got squat and second to the other side. Same exact thing on this side. One more. Stay in your first to curtsy. Last one, we put it all together. First to second. So first to curtsy. Last one. And in your first position, stand up nice and tall. We'll kind of reset here. Let's do first to second, alternating sides. So we'll go first, second, first to second. Now let's go back to that combo, whatever your side you're on, second, curtsy, first, same side. Last one on this side, and then we'll go right into that combo on the other side. One more. All right, good job. Shake it out. We're gonna grab our bar for this next sound. So we're going to be bar facing, so hips are squared towards your bar. You're just going to start hands nicely, grip on the bar. Let's plant that left foot, put those right toes back, no weight in those right toes. We're just going to go with a single leg deadlift, down and up. Not a single leg, a B stance for now. We're going to a single leg. Nice flat back. You got a nice little bend in that knee on the left leg. Last one, stand all the way up, point those right toes all the way back. We're going full single leg deadlift, down and up. Hands are still there just for balance, so you're not pushing up with your arms, you're using your legs to pull yourself up. Keep it going. Next one, we're going to stay down. If you want, you can fold those arms and rest them on the bar. We're doing a leg lift with that back leg, up and down. All the way up, all the way down. Next one, stop at the top. We're going to drop it halfway down, all the way up. Still keeping a nice little bend in that standing leg. All right, we're going to stay here. Drop those toes back, bend the front knee, and lift. So it's a little single leg squat. You can hover that back foot if you want, or have it just tap back. For 3, 2, 1. Stand it all the way up. Give it a little shake out. Getting ready to switch sides, so planting that right foot. Those left toes are just touched back, B stance RDL, down and up, little bend in that right knee. Hips go back stays nice and flat. Getting ready to go to that single leg deadlift in 2, 1, stand up. Point those left toes all the way back, coming down and up. For 2. Stay down on this last one. You can cross the arms on your bar if you want to. Full leg lift, up and down. Next one, stop it at the top, halfway down, all the way up. Make sure you got a little bit of bend in that standing knee. Back still nice and flat. For 3, 2, 1. Stand up a little if you want to touch those toes back. We've got our single leg squat, down and up. For 3, 2, and 1. Stand it up. Shake it out. Let's do a quick figure 4 stretch. You need to walk it off a little like Adam, you can. Shake it out, switch sides. All right, I'll release that stretch. Let's move the bar out of the way. This is our last standing segment before we move down to the mat. So I'm going to turn sideways, I think, to show you. So we're going to take that right foot, step back into a lunge, come on down into your lunge. We're going to do a lunge to a curtsy. So you're just kind of shifting that back foot over. Now we're going to take it a little bit faster, so we're going to go over, in. So this is where the cardio comes in. We're going to play with our tempo a lot this song. Last one, stay back in that lunge. We're going to lunge down, come up to a balance. So same thing with those knee lifts from the warm-up. Try to point your toe to the ground when you lift the knee. We're going to do the same thing with this and speed it up a little. So we're going back, up. Last 2. Last one, come back to your lunge. We're going to put it together so it's a lunge to curtsy, lunge to lift. You guessed it, we're going to start slow and then pick up the pace a little bit. So here's where we start to speed it up. If you want, you can always keep it to that slower pace if you need to. Last one here. Shake it out, stand up. Bring that left leg back. We're coming down into our lunge. We're going to lunge to curtsy. So with this one, if you really want to make it a little bit more of a strength, just go a little bit lower into your lunges. Speed it up here. So you can kind of control how hard it is strength-wise. Last one, stay back in your lunge. We've got lunge to knee lift, nice and slow. If you just want to focus on the cardio, keep those movements a little bit more shallow. Speed it up right here, back and up. Last one here, come back to your lunge, combo, lunge to curtsy, to lunge, to balance. Last one at this speed, if you want, we can speed it up. Last one right here, you can come back to standing. Shake it out. We're getting ready to move to the mat. Like I said, we don't have a lot of breaks between sets, so let's come on down to the mat. We're going to be in a frog pump position. So soles of the feet together, on your back. We're driving through those feet to lift the hips up and down. Let's stop at the top, come halfway down, all the way up. We're going to play with tempo again in this song. So let's come all the way down to the mat. We're going to come up for 2, down for 2, up 2, down 2. Stop at the top on this next one. We're gonna pulse it up, so it's not as big of a motion as your half range of motion. It's more of just like a squeeze and release kind of deal. For 3, 2, 1, bring it all the way back to the mat. We're doing that same thing all through again, so we're coming up 1, down 1. If this movement bothers you, you can take it to a regular bridge. But the frog pump version does hit your inner thighs a little bit more. Stop at the top, halfway down, all the way up. For 3, 2, 1, bring it all the way down to the mat, up, 2, down, 2. Stay at the top on this next one, pulse up and down. Remember, smaller than your half range, just really a little movement. For 3, 2, 1, bring it down. We're going to take a little bit of a break. You can draw those knees into the chest. If you want, you can take it to a happy baby, or just stay knees to chest. Alright, small breaks over. Let's get it back to the frog pump position. We're doing the same thing again. 1 up, 1 down. Stop at the top, halfway down, all the way up. For 3, 2, 1, bring it down, up 2, down 2. Last one, stop at the top and pulse it out. It's the last thing we're doing. For 4, 3, 2, 1, release. You can take another stretch if you want. Alright, y'all, we've got a little bit of time before we move into our next segment. Working a little core and shoulders. So grab some water now if you need it. We'll start to think about making our way to a high plank position. So we're going to set up wrists underneath shoulders. You don't have to get there quite just yet. Just a warning, this one's really hard. I don't know if I'm going to make it through the whole thing, so definitely don't feel bad if you have to drop your knees. So let's come up to that high plank position. We're going to drop one knee and lift, other knee and lift. Last one each side. We're going to drop both knees and lift, down and up. Last one right here. We're going to draw the knee into the chest and step it back. In and out, in and out. Getting ready to play with that tempo, go a little bit faster on those knee pull-ins. So if you can, we're going in. If you want to take it to a full mountain climber, you can. Last one each side. Go ahead and drop those knees, take a child's pose. Whew. Doing good so far, but arms are starting to shake. Yep. Made it farther than I made it yesterday. Maybe because I know I'm on video. Alright, y'all, let's come back to the high plank. Do a knee drop, lift, one at a time. One more each side. Both knees down and up. Ooh, it hurts. Last one, knee pull in and out, in and out. Here we go, y'all. We can make it. Getting ready to speed it up if you can, or you can stay slow, but we're in, or take it to that full mountain climber. One more each side. Whew, take a child's pose. Oh man. We've got one more time through, but good news is we're not doing the whole thing. Come to your plank. We're just gonna do the knee pull in part. So we're gonna go in, out. That's the worst part. All right, we're getting ready to speed it up one last time, then we're done with this. Here we go, in. Keep it going. Let's go 2 more each side. Whew. Nice job, guys. Drop it to a child's pose. My shoulders are on fire. Whew. That one really got me sweating. All right, guys, we got one last thing to do. Doing some pure core work. So let's bring it to the ground. Soles of the feet on the mat, fingertips up by the ears. We're gonna crunch up for 1, down for 1. Now we're gonna slow it down. We're gonna come up 2, down 2. Stop at the top on your next one. We're just gonna pulse it up and up. We're gonna keep pulsing through this next part, and we're gonna move our legs a little bit. So let's pick up that right knee bend. We're gonna do 4 crunches here. 4, 3, 2, straighten that leg all the way up. 2, 1, bring that knee or leg to 45. And then drop that leg and hover it right above the ground. All right, come back to the ground. Reset. We're coming up 1, down 1. So I know the leg thing's kind of confusing, but hopefully you'll get the hang of it for this next time. All right, we're going up 2, down 2. Next one, stop at the top, pulse it up. Getting ready to work with that left leg this time. Let's lift up that left leg, knee bent. We'll do 4 here. 3, 2, straighten the leg straight up. Drop it to 45. And then hover it. Nice job, come back to the mat. Let's do 1 up, 1 down on our crunch, up and down. 3, 2, stop the top and pulse. We're gonna work with that right leg. So let's lift it up, knee bent right here. 4, straighten the leg to the ceiling. 45. And hover. All right, we're gonna go right to that left leg. So left knee bent, still pulsing. Straight. 45. And hover. And done. Now relax. Just take a couple seconds here. Take some nice deep breaths. We're going to cool it down. A couple stretches. So let's bring those legs straight down on the mat. Arms up overhead. Take a nice full body stretch. Bring those arms back down to the side. Bring the soles of the feet to the mat. Walk your feet about as wide as your mat, and then we're just gonna windshield wiper those knees side to side. Alright, go one more time to each side, and we'll come back to the middle and take a figure four stretch. Crossing the right leg over the left thigh. Reach for the back of that left thigh. We'll unwind, switch sides. We'll unwind, let's take a happy baby stretch. Hands reach for the shins or the insoles, pulling those knees down towards the armpits. Alright, let's release. We're going to roll onto our stomachs. Take a nice little Sphinx pose stretch. Elbows right underneath the shoulders, kind of press the chest forward. Should feel nice stretch in your abs. We'll lower down. You can use one hand kind of under your forehead, other hand reaches behind for that same side foot for a quad stretch. We'll switch. Alright, release that. Let's push it back to a child's pose. Take a couple nice big deep breaths here. See if you can walk those fingertips a little bit forward, kind of pull back, get a nice stretch on the shoulders. Alright, let's come up into a very short down dog, just to pedal out the heels. And then we'll walk those feet up towards the hands, forward fold. Let's interlace the fingers behind the back, pull the shoulder blades down and together. We'll release and then roll all the way up to standing. Let's just take an arm across the chest, stretch. We'll switch sides. And we'll release it, shake everything out. And we'll just end with two nice deep breaths. You can add the arms if you want to. Inhale. And exhale. One more in. And exhale. All right, nice job, y'all. See you next time.